Nobody's really sure what it is, though. Except maybe me. I might be sure. It might be my own ghost. Traveling into the future. For what purpose, do you think? Why do you think my own ghost would travel into the future? What is this, Bing? What do I look like, a Binger? I'm not a Bing lover. Don't call me Bing lover. It's impolite. Is this even going? It's not even going. Oh, yes, it is. It is going. Okay, 27 seconds. Fine. Well, it's fine, though. I don't want people to show up too quickly or too many people because people need to take seriously what I'm saying here about the mind blowage. Some people are more prone to mind blowage than others, just as some people are more prone to brain freeze than others. Unfortunately, mind blowage is much more dangerous than brain freeze because if I blow your mind too hard, you might never be satisfied again when someone else blows your mind. It'll always be a disappointment. Right now, my mind is being blown just by this simple fact that I am sitting here all alone. Just me and this flower. And, just it's an opportunity to be right here, right now with this flower. And I'm the only one taking advantage of it. Why is that? Well, I think it's because, hi, Joey. I see someone got caught wind of the spiritual pollen that I've been sending out, and you came to fertilize my spiritual flower with your little bee feet. That's adorable. I really appreciate that, Joey. Thank you for pollinating me. Zandy, what a pleasant surprise. How are you this afternoon? Would you say you're Xanderific? Zandacular? Xanta Anita Racetrack? Zandy, is your favorite horse racing track the Xanta Anita Racetrack? I think it is. I think it is. So, you're probably wondering what's going to blow your mind so much. Well, if you can't figure it out yet, maybe your mind's already blown. Maybe it's been blown so badly that it can no longer return to a state of unblownness, and then nobody will blow your mind again. But I tell you what we can all do, regardless of the state of our mind blowedness. We can all enjoy a good, hearty, therapeutic bong rip. Sandy, Joey, will you please join me in these bong rips, these ceremonial bong rips on your end? We need solidarity, okay? Let me know, Zandy and Joey, when you spark the lighters. Listen, Zandy, Joey, both you guys. When it comes to pot smoking, I am your guys' ENFJ, okay? I'm telling you, you ignore your particular experience, whatever you feel about it, and just listen to me. Just smoke as much weed as you can. Especially Zandy, you, because I know your age. I'm not sure how old Joey is, so I may actually be recommending that for you, Joey, depending. Let's assume Joey's 60, 70, something like that. His J looks like it's seen better days, That J of yours has been around the block countless times. There's not one speck of purity left in your J, Joey. It's an impure J. Oh my gosh, he's getting his impurity all over me again. Please don't get your impurity on my purity ring. Ew. I got boy penis on my purity ring. You know how he is. Boys are awful. I know. That's my story about the girls with the purity ring. Purity ring. Purity ring. Alright. You know, this whole purity ring thing, it worked once before and launched a career into the stratosphere. The Jonas Brothers. Maybe if I copy that idea and I start promoting purity rings, I too will become very popular. Although, it does seem to scream out to me, why not try degradation rings instead? Those might have more appeal to the young people. Don't you ha-cha-cha-cha me. Don't you ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha me. You know, there's no saving that purity ring, Winston's mom. You just gotta throw it out and get a new one. I'm sorry, but you can scrub off the penis from the ring. You can't scrub it from my memory.
I have a purity toe ring.
Do you?
Yeah.
And did it help your toes stay pure?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, my boyfriend and I, we're saving it for marriage. So I just say no. I say no. We're saving it for marriage. I know you want it so bad, but you just wait, mister. I only do it before marriage. Anal gaping and, you know, multi-man deep throating is popular for me as well. But, you know, it's just a hobby. I wouldn't call myself a connoisseur. I'm just a hobbyist. But, you know, it's just all part of being me. Me and my sweater. Me and my sweater. I love my sweater. Me and my sweater go everywhere. My sweater keeps me warm when it's cold and keeps me hiding when it's not cold. Where? Why, I'll be hiding underneath my sweater. It's gonna be great. Oops, looks like sweater weather again. Who wants to join my sweater club? We talk about sweaters, we wear sweaters, we admire sweaters, we respect sweaters, we write letters about sweaters, we have fist fights, the terms of which the winner gets to spend the night with the sweater. Who wants to join my club? Nobody? Nobody wants to join my sweater club. I wonder why. Don't stream it, because it'll be copyright. I won't stream it, because that would be copied wrong. How pure is pure? Well, you know, Julie has made it all the way to age 19, and she has her hymen still intact because she is diligent, vigilant. She only does, you know, gangbangs that don't involve anal. I mean, vaginal. But anal's fine. That's the Lord. That's called the Lord's back door, right? You know, it's a get out of sin free card. And, you know, it's like, naturally, it's going to be grosser. Since it gets you out of sin for free, there's going to be a cost. What's that cost? You have to put your penis where the poop is. Don't put your penis where the poop is. I want to write I want to write a song right now about this. This is an important topic. Like, when did that even become popular, you know? It's gonna be a quick little number. Don't worry. I'm not gonna ask you too much in dollars. I'm just gonna write the next great American song hit #1 single dance party association thing. So yeah, here we go. Play the greatest song ever written now. But Eric, this isn't gonna be written at all. You're just gonna just randomly make shit up. That's like writing, kind of. It's not like writing at all, Eric. That's the alternative to writing a song. These are the sort of arguments I have with myself. It's not exactly that back in '70s we were really innocent ourselves. I had sex and pornography magazines that I bought from a fellow junior high school student. And my mom found them one time in the back of my closet, I assumed, but she didn't say anything at all. Which in retrospect seems awfully cool of my mom. Anyhow, innocent or no, I want to understand this flowing chain of seas where we seize upon a strange desire. Please inform me, what is the appeal? I can be as much a fan of smut as anybody, but one thing I just won't touch. Please keep the poop out of my sexual intercourse. Of course, I won't do you in the butt. I won't do you in the butt. I don't get what is the big appeal. Putting your penis in the hole where the poop falls from out the hole into the sewer below. There's nothing sanitary back there, yo. And you're sure to be pukey when you're done, 'cause it's so gross. So, just when exactly did anal sex become popular? Not only is it illogical, but it's disgusting. And I guess I understand those crazy religious people who say I gotta keep my hymen intact for my boyfriend once he marries me. And so until that day, I'll just take it up the ass. It's actually the most sensible of all the positions, I think. It's the only one that's warranted by something other than, not only am I okay with getting poop on my dick, I want to. So that sea change, I don't know when that happened, but it's weird. There. What do you think about that? I played a song. Oh, you weren't listening. It's fine. I'm sorry to bother you. My bad.
You're not bothering me. You never bother me.
Ooh, every once in a while.
You just interrupted. That's it. You didn't bother me.
Thank you for the clarification, Rachel.
You're welcome. But I thought that was good, what you were playing. Oh, wait. What do I think about what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. No.
Are you live streaming still?
I had totally forgotten I was, and I realized when I stopped playing, oh yeah, I am live streaming, huh? Well, there's not a whole lot of action going on right now because, of course, it's the weekend. Weekends are always a little lean.
Yeah.
But there are other people like us
There are.
who want to have a little Q time, you know?
Yep.
It's like, and what does the Q stand for? It stands for quality. That means we want to enjoy the quality of one another. 'Generalist. Hi. You're exuding quality. And I'm rolling around in it right now. And I gotta say, that's some quality. Kashatriya Dharma. If Dharma were a word that meant something, it would be quality. Hi, Winston's mom. What quality would you say this afternoon has for you? A pleasant quality? An unpleasant quality? A portentous one? Do tell. Why, Cloud, I certainly hope that emoji doesn't represent your real emotional state. Because as we all know, with an opportunity like this, to exude guruiness onto the internet, we should all take advantage of it continually. Okay? Just, okay, hey, you know what? This is really exciting, guys. Because we are about to embark on the biggest change you will ever experience. You're going to have some serious changes right now. When you came in here, it was a normal day, right? But now, everything is going to be different. Why? Well, it's going to take me a few minutes. Please, make yourself comfortable, friends. Let me pass the donation chart here and fill it up with money and muster up some more NI bullshit. Right, but it's very soothing, right? Yeah, that's the key. I've got some good news, everybody. I finally got it back. I finally liberated it from the thief. Guess what I retrieved today? Back to me, its rightful owner. Brocco's gaze.
Ooh.
You feel it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is that healing? Is that healing you're undergoing right now? Magical healing? It might be. It could well be. You know, some people, when they meet my gaze, I've heard such wonderful things that they're immersed in a smell of lavender when they meet my gaze. Or, you know, one woman, she was on the hospital table at the end of a years-long battle with serious cancer. And the doctors declared her dead. They were hitting her, my gaze, with a Z. Your mind is already, it blew about 45 minutes ago. You're just starting to see it take off. That's how much the gaze disables your reaction time.
Wow.
So anyway, we're talking about my gaze. This is something that not everybody gets to experience. We're the lucky ones. We get to be here in beautiful Flower Town. I mean, isn't the flower lovely? Let's give it a round of applause. Thanks, Flower. Thanks for showing up. We love your pink and white line little waves there. Your little white squiggles. Who am I trying to copy, Levi? Hey, you know what? Anybody can tell anybody you're a copy of me, okay? I'm not trying to be anybody but myself. And someday, buddy, you're going to get to that level of authenticity too. You're going to know. You're going to feel. When you really experience life, you feel it so strongly that you want to bite into a tree. And you can, you know? That's the crazy thing. When you believe hard enough, you get whatever you want, whenever you want, always. It's called manifesting. So it's like, you know, I wanted a soda earlier, but obviously I didn't want to go get it myself. So what did I do? I manifested. Rachel will go get me a soda. Rachel will go get me a soda. Rachel will go get me a soda. that manifesting can be so powerful that you can bring people back from the dead. Which brings me back to the story I was telling. I went in there and I gazed at this woman. The doctors had already filled in her death certificate. She had had cancer for over a decade. Her body was just wasted away like nothing. I said, "Hey, stupid!" I slapped her in the face. Her eyes fluttered open briefly. I said, she hopped right off the hospital bed. And she said, "Oh my God, I haven't felt this good since ever." And in fact, not only was she all better, but she went out that same day and won bronze medal in the, what's it called? Not the pole vault, but the one in the gymnastics, the pommel horse. I didn't know she competed in pommel horse, but same day. Now, you can say, the doctors try to say this, that it was a coincidence. That it was actually something they had done before I got there. They kicked in after my gaze, and that's why that happened, maybe. That's what they try to tell me, right? I said, "Hey, doctor, you saw the gaze." And you know what he did? He looked away in shame. He knew. He knew it was my gaze and none of his scalpels or magic button pills or whatever those things are they use at the doctor's office. You know, I just see it frankly as cowardice and weakness and just laziness. When I was a kid, and let's say I did something dumb again, and I jumped off a building and broke both my legs. Well, I'd crawl myself home, and I'd grab a mirror, and I'd look myself in the mirror, and I'd say, "You better gaze those legs back together, motherfucker." And I would. I would just gaze them. And the legs would just be like, "Oh, shit." They'd straighten right out. So, anyway, it was only a few years after that, though, that this guy comes by. You know, I'm only like, at this point, I don't know, 14 years old or something. And he's got kind of an Eastern European accent. And I'm like, "Hello?" And he's like, "Can I speak to your mother and father?" And I said, "Well, they're not home from work yet." He said, "Oh, good, I'll come in." And he came in my house. I'm like, who are you?" He said, "Here, have one of my sip of my drink here. It's fantastic. It's fruity. You like it." And I didn't want to drink it, of course, because I'm like, no, I'm not going to take that. But what happened was I turned around and he injected me in the butt with truth serum. What he didn't know was that truth serum doesn't work. And additionally, he didn't have any questions he wanted to ask me. But what truth serum does do is make you very wobbly. And I fell down and broke the coffee table that day. I'll never forget it. Oh, right. And Brocco stole my gaze in that moment. Well, I finally got it back. That's the whole point of this story. It was mine to begin with. You know what I gave him in return? I gave him a gaze that causes people to get tinnitus. He's gonna try it out. People are gonna be like, "Ah!" That's gonna be a rude awakening for him. What he deserves. Gaze stealer. So how many of you guys are here to buy a gaze? Yeah. Ooh, Pat, can I buy a gaze, please? Okay, you've chosen not to buy a vowel, but instead, Brocco, can you come on out? All right, here you go. Here's your gaze. Let's see how it works for you. Oh, Brocco. I get it now. The answer's, I should have bought a vowel, huh? You should have bought a vowel. Brocco's not even saying anything. He just looks at you. That's his gimmick. God, I can't believe I fell for that. I should never have sent him $448,000. imagine putting together a stunning political team for my campaign. Having people like Bracco, Jake Paul. Alright, so as you can see, I've got the best and the brightest here. I've got Jake Paul. He's popular with the ladies, and he's sure to catch any of the party in excess news coverage that might be near me. Will get caught onto him instead. So hopefully that'll reduce the number of pictures of me, returning to my youth for a moment or two.
I hope I'm there for that night. I'm there, right?
Of course you're there. You're
I'll
always
be
there.
socializing.
You'll be socializing?
Yeah.
Okay, just don't talk to Usher.
Okay.
You know, I don't trust that guy.
I'd rather not you leave me alone either.
Okay, I wasn't planning on it. You said you wanted to go socialize, not me.
I don't know.
Alright, tell me about the books I've read. Tell you about the books I've read. I've read many books. Most of them science fiction, fantasy books that are for just the indulgence of reading them. Some more fancy books. I don't feel like I have a strong... I really did enjoy the Robert Jordan series. That was the first time in quite a while I'd binged on a reading series. And yet I can say with high degree of confidence that there's no piece of writing that I am nearly as enamored with as certain things in other media, at least fiction. There are a few pieces of fiction I'm super enamored with, but they're typically things. They're not. It's not gonna be a novel, probably. Like the ultra compact, ultra dense, ultra short kind of short fiction of Saki H.H. Monroe really has always appealed to me. I really like it. It's for meta analysts, or it's for intuitives for sure. I find it absolutely delightful though. I don't find it like excessively inny or anything. It's brilliantly, perfectly crafted density. It's almost impossible to do that and concurrently get yourself to be popular, right? Or to be enjoyed a lot. But he pulled it off because he did it so perfectly. No, I mean, Dave Sanderson, you're not being a jerk at all. I mean, I would like to actually have a conversation with you about all these things. But the issue about this weekend is I'm judging all weekend, which is kind of cool. I've got some really cool videos that I can't really use for the channel, but are quite revelatory in some sense of like how to watch and judge and listen to a debate round, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I wish
I'm gonna upload a couple of them to Google Drive, and I will share the links with you.
Would you like a beverage?
I have a big thing of coffee, and also, you are the beverage of my life. You make me feel like some cheese whiz.
It's a really big compliment. Thank you, babe.
That's how he sings. That's how he sings. Wait. Hoo-ha! Is that what he says? Hoo-ha?
Hoo-ha?
That guy, hoo-ha guy, from Black orchid.
Yeah, he
or,
does.
or black
Clover?
clover.
Yes.
Not orchid, clover.
Yeah, he just say hoo-ha. Hoo-ha.
What? Japanese cartoons. They are so interestingly both they are not limited by being a different culture, and in a lot of ways empowered by it, but in other ways they have these strange cultural things that I think are like, okay, you guys, there's no reason for all of that nonsense. For example, what's it called? Oh, the way that they always have to show the backstory of the childhood of everybody. Like, you get some character, Hachijochi, who shows up in episode 17 for 3 episodes. You know as much about ages 5 through 9 as you do about his current 40-year-old self. They love to flash back to people's childhoods, even though you don't care at all. You don't want to see the flashback to their childhood.
So funny that you're mentioning that.
I don't need to know your goddamn backstory. I don't care. You're not even an important character, and you're getting flashbacks to your childhood. Like, seriously though, how often do shows in English? Sometimes it happens, but it's so much more rare that they'll take adult characters in the show and have them flash back to their childhood.
No, it's very, very rare that they do that. And actually, they sometimes go to this complete opposite end where they have, like, no backstory on the character. And fans are like, who is this person just dropped into the story? So it's interesting. You've seen the other side.
Yeah, I find my yeah, I know Rachel's hair disappears sometimes.
Yeah.
It's her hair, we discussed, is transhual,
It is transhual.
and as a consequence, it's one of those things we have to live with. It's yeah, sometimes she comes out and her hair is just abruptly gone transparent like that.
I was wondering it's because INFJs tend to always be very, very private, especially socially and things involving social media. And I see that in both of you guys. I wonder if that's why that is or something. Like, what are you guys' thought process?
Who's mine?
Mine and emails, I think.
Yeah, emails.
We don't want to be
and,
seen.
I'm just wondering what the exact thought process is for you guys to be a little hesitant about it, because I'm introverted too, but I'm like, whatever, I'll just get on this, and if people see me, whatever, yeah.
While wanting to be the center of attention, at the same time, I don't want to be the center of attention.
Okay.
I think it has a lot to do, as an INFJ, running Fox, I think it has a lot to do with, I just am really, really aware of how it's going to go bad if it does go bad, and I just want to avoid that.
I don't appreciate what you're insinuating, Eric. I don't appreciate it.
And I love my voice now.
Eric, will you stop imitating me, please? Don't listen to her, Cara. I'm the real running Fox.
I don't really have a reason. I just don't want to be seen. I can't explain it. It's unexplainable.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we on a live stream right now? Are you trying to humiliate us on a live stream?
He probably is.
I know he is.
It could be.
I know he is.
It could be Enneagram too, because I was on camera before, and
Kyra and I are like the same. We're the same Enneagram.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, she has a similar effect to me, actually. Like how if I were to be on camera, I would come across a lot like her. You can ask Eric. I would be very much like her.
Okay. So...
Have I ever seen you?
You typed me.
Oh, I typed you?
Are you on drugs?
No more than you.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Not unusually
That's
so.
a loaded question.
It's not
That's
a loaded
question.
No, it's a loaded answer.
This is very loaded.
Winston's mom, I didn't take the flower test. I didn't even see the flower test.
I didn't know there was a flower test.
Me neither.
Is it you throw flowers at people and if they catch 50% of them, they're SE in the front stack?
They should throw bricks instead of flowers.
I sort of remember the episode of Friends where Rachel talks Ross's new girlfriend into shaving her head. Vaguely.
What tricks of
I
rhetoric
would
does she
love
use?
to convince a girl to shave her head. That
What-
would be funny.
What tricks of rhetoric does she use to do that?
Or he is live streaming.
Yes, I am live
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. I just figured that everybody either knew that or would know that once they found out.
That is true.
Well,
It's like, you know,
Considering that your
TI.
notification popped up on my screen half an hour ago.
Once they find out, they'll know. It just makes a lot of
You
sense.
guys got notifications? I didn't even get one. I don't know what
Me
that's
either, Kyra.
Yeah.
They're waiting for the new order to come in, so they're kind of handing them out sparingly right now.
But you know, it's the Afax thing is interesting because like I feel like emailed anthrax is the most like he covers himself even when he's on camera. So like we've never seen his face before. So like we've typed Running Fox so we know like who she looks like. But like emailed anthrax, like he like never reveals himself.
That's true, but I can read his chi, and it's kind of like a blind girl rubbing her fingers all over his face. I can feel what he looks like.
I'm so glad that
He looks
Yeah, feel my chi, baby. Just get your fingers right in there.
he looks
He does.
almost exactly
Oh,
like
yeah.
Tom Selleck. He looks almost exactly like Tom
Hey,
Selleck.
yeah,
Yeah, his cheek
yeah.
is reminiscent of that, of the anthrax of his profile picture.
Don't worry if the chi feels a little gooey. Okay, just keep going.
And let me just tell you, don't listen to people who say, God, you've aged a lot in the last couple of weeks. Because it's the only reason you've really started looking like Burt Reynolds. So. I mean, I'm sorry, not Burt Reynolds. I mean, you kind of look like him too, but you more. I just misspoke. You look like Tom Selleck, but he's gotten
Tom
rather
Selleck's
long,
more
long in the
handsome,
tooth.
I have
so.
to say. He's got that like square jaw.
He's doing a great job of selling reverse mortgages to old people
Is he really?
by talking very slowly and moving his mouth a lot.
A reverse mortgage? What?
Now, don't get me wrong.
you
So
don't
Hi.
do that.
your
I'm
house
Tom Selleck.
Oh man.
You can
For
stay in your home.
money
You'll never be.
that you pay me.
Oh my god. I worked for real estate law. That is like one of the worst things you can do. Like reverse mortgage. It's like that's your bad times when you're reversing your mortgage. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Those are bad times.
But for Tom Selleck, they're good times.
The thing is, what I would do is I pull a fast one on the bank and say, I'd have a second reverse card in hiding. And then they discover it was actually a reverse mortgage.
Oh.
Reverse mortgage. That's like the ninja mortgage, right?
Well, it's
The ninja of mortgages.
No, you don't.
it's definitely one of the ninja moves in the mortage arts for
You know,
sure.
you know what
Okay,
to do.
okay.
You,
I think I got it identified now. I wasn't putting two and two together.
it's like he just like goes into the bank and he slides them a card and it's the Uno card for
Right,
reverse.
Exactly.
You stand election Donald Trump bullshit.
I don't even slide it through. I can just staple it to my paperwork. Works just as well. And the bank manager's like, fuck! Now we gotta pay him $250,000? Shit! We just paid him though. He reversed it, dude. Fuck. We have no more reverse cards. Nobody has a reverse. You said you were gonna keep one.
I learned this from Yu-Gi-Oh.
The importance of keeping reverse cards when you're in the banking industry.
And Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, I don't doubt
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh's
yeah,
important
but what
too.
about like a skip mortgage? You know how Uno has skip for like
Mmm.
Yeah, it does.
Or
Skip is pretty
Wild.
powerful
Doesn't it have
too.
Wild?
wild or like draw.
The
four.
wild is the like card you want the most.
I like the idea of the draw four mortgage, where
Draw four.
every month you draw 4 more mortgages from the pile, none of which are yours, okay? And then you have some sort of like an animal chooser, right? Like an octopus. Whichever one it goes to first, that's the one you pay.
I like that idea. So this is the octopus.
Yeah, but I mean, look, you could get fucked. It's like you go to the bank.
Yeah.
There's a guy down the street who's got the shittiest house in town. He's got his mortgage there. He's got a cheap mortgage, right? And then there's a guy on top of the hill who's got the $4 million home. He's got the massive mortgage.
Yeah.
Well, one month, the guy with the really shitty little house, he had to pay the rich guy's mortgage. And the rich guy had to pay his mortgage.
Wow.
Well, who was laughing then? The rich guy.
This is the perfect game show for incredibly rich people.
Good.
Let's see which mortgage I'm paying off today.
The idea is it's a game show where it's a bank that's not dedicated to making money. It's dedicated to having crazy mortgage terms.
It's true, Ghost. Thanos snapped my hair. Just my hair, though. He couldn't get the rest of me.
It's been a long day because, I've been working, actually. It feels like I've been working all day when I have to constantly check to see if I've got a ballot posted yet, And I never really know when they're going to put it
That
up.
would drive me nuts.
I'm running late all day, too. So, but I'm going to have to judge one more round today before I go to sleep at night in time of dreaming land and pure and stuff. Here, let me share with you this wonderful, 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 wonderful file. I can't play it. I can't play it right now for you, but I can share it with you.
I want to start a movement of a trend that was in the 70s.
Which was cocaine?
Women not wearing bras.
Oh, well, I encourage you to do whatever you want, my darling.
How do other women feel about that?
Other women
I'm just wondering.
fantasy, probably.
I'm just wondering. Like
I mean, like I guess it would depend on how much they're carrying or something. Like if either like a lot of package there or something, they might not want to. Really.
Definitely depends on the SAG factor.
It does. It really does. Bras are so uncomfortable.
I think that would even the playing field on everything for men, because then we could actually take a look at the SAG factor and make an informed decision.
Oh. Honestly, I've always thought that.
That's an
I always thought that. I'm like, guys are going to be so disappointed once the bra's off and they don't see the same cleavage. So, that's a good point.
Here's for anybody who's interested in a little bit, in putting a little bit of time into maybe even just flipping through this thing and watching, at least I'm flowing the round the whole time. So to watch, like, at least sort of get some sense of what writing down all the arguments looks like, and it's me judging a debate round, but you can't see the kids. I made it so you couldn't see them, but in the video, but you could hear them through my mic. So I'm not going to publish it on YouTube, but it's not like the greatest round in the world or anything, but one student's clearly stronger than the other, and you can hear it in the argumentation, you hear it in everything. It's like one student is not doing a very good job of actually addressing the warrants that the other kid is saying. They're kind of straw manning him, although she's trying not to. The other kid is is digging deep into the warrants. You know.
Oh, are you gonna post this? Because I think I would be interested in seeing that.
I put the link to it
Yeah.
here.
It's
Anybody-
voice text.
You can watch it from my Google Drive thing. I just can't put it on YouTube because I mean, I just don't want it because it's got the voices of minors in it. So
Right. It's always weird with that.
yeah.
But I'm definitely sounds interesting though.
Do you have a poker?
Yes, there's a lot of poker.
So-
What size poker do you want?
I'll need
What
a
about the
smaller
Seven
size
Dwarfs?
poker.
I mean, the movie The Seven Dwarfs had the
Thank
voices
you.
of minors in them.
Well, that was a long time ago, probably.
Princess
So
Leia
it
doesn't
didn't
wear
matter
a
then?
bra in that movie. Huh.
Well, what I'm saying is, I'm not worried about anything related to kids. I'm worried about a phenomenon contemporaneous to now in this medium, which is, what you might say,
Oh, wait, you're talking about kids? I thought you were talking about minors.
Oh, because they're minors.
David Sanderson, did you make a mining pun? I believe we've talked about that before. Only people from West Virginia are allowed to make mining puns. Are you from West Virginia?
No, this is emailed
That was
incorrect.
emailed.
Oh.
Oh.
Are
Yeah,
you?
emailed incorrect.
Okay, sorry, I mistook your voice.
That is okay.
So yeah, I get that video is the sort of thing that it's very dry in some regards. It's not something you want to watch the whole thing of, but if you do end up watching it, I'd suggest at least fast forward to the end part where I give some RFDs, you know, and where I go over the flow a little bit anyway.
I think it's a really good example of how debates actually go during debate tournaments.
Right. I mean, you know, it's like this is what it looks like when there's nowhere to hide, right? So those kids, unlike people on the internet, can't just bail when they don't feel like it, you know.
No.
But of course, they also have a very structured setup, so they know exactly what they're going to be doing time-wise. So it's not really a fair comparison. But regardless, it's what I keep being struck by, I guess, is that they're not scared of losing arguments. They may hate losing, they may want to win or whatever, but they get that like generally speaking, they know when they've got, you know?
Yeah, they do.
They may not say it in the round,
No, they
but they'll do other things that show that they understand it anyway. Like, they'll say things like, even if my opponent is right about this, it's the wrong frame of reference because of meh. They don't just typically ignore it completely and or forget it happened or something. I mean, they do sometimes, but then those end up being losing debaters, and they get better over time. These look to be like 9th graders, probably 10th graders, maybe. They're not seniors, that's for sure. But it's a fairly high quality level of competition in the tournament anyway. La Costa Canyon's always been a good tournament, especially for LD. But I don't think the level of competition seems quite as high this year. I think Jeffrey's got a decent shot to break in this tournament, even though it's varsity. I mean, it's open, and he's a 9th grader. He got in trouble for his coach entered him as other coach, who no longer has it all. Entered him as a novice, despite my saying, and he got disqualified. You can't wait for the day when no wearing underwear is socially acceptable. Ghost, I've got some fantastic news for you. You don't have to wait any longer. Today is the day. I happen to be wearing underwear, but I've already applied metaphysically the new rules. I haven't made it into the physical realm yet. Typically things take 3 to 4 weeks to make it from the metaphysical to the physical realm. They got terrible shipping companies in the metaphysical realm. But the anti-pedo-MAGA guys, David Icke, Alex Jones, intersectionalists on the right. I mean, isn't pretty much everybody anti-pedo? It's like, I want to know. I oppose global thermonuclear war.
Rachel,
I do.
half your head has disappeared. Just want to let you know.
I know. My hair, right? That part? Or my whole
I
face?
could take off the thing. I could take off the filter, and then we could just get, instead of the backdrop and the flower, we could instead get, that's right, a wonderful green screen. So delightful. Or I could just make it less extreme, maybe, too. It's because I'm blowing everyone's mind in a really extreme way right now. Yeah, I'm being pretty extreme.
You are extreme.
They call me the Macho Man Randy Savage of things that are extreme.
Wearing no underwear will typically bring you to a XXX circumstance. It's
Totally.
how you get there.
You know who has a reputation for doing that? Does anyone know John Hamm? Like, he's, like, known for, like, free balling.
Oops, did I forget my underwear again?
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
Raylan Waddle coot I'm giving you over there?
It was, like, actually a problem on set. They had to be, like, during scenes, like, yo, your junk is just, like, totally, like, all over the place.
It doesn't matter what he wears either. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yep. I'm so glad you know, Running Fox.
Ah, Jesus, look. Another hole in my pants.
Yeah.
And before no, don't come out of the hole. Oh, shit.
And yes, I am happy to see you.
Too late. I was too slow on the grab there. Might as well just let it air out a little bit now.
That's why I want Eric's dick in a box for Christmas. Yeah, it would have to be sung too.
Eric, that's a debate tactic. What? Arguing the pedo angle as canon? What's that canon mean? I don't know what that word means. Damn it, forget the name. Damn it, I forget the name. Damn it, it's a crying shame. Once I grow older, perhaps I will call folders full of people and the monikers they go by. Until that day, a soldier on and forward, I will go forth and I'll know everybody's name. I remember now that I typed you Running Fox, you know. I had forgotten the
not who you are either. It's okay.
the occasion, you know, like, oh yeah, that's right, I did type that. I did type her. I remember. But
That's because I ran away.
You ran away? And then what happened?
It's because as soon as you typed it caused an aneurysm.
Wow.
Yes, and this is just my ghost.
Oh. No wonder you didn't want to show
was
your
just
face.
so perfectly precise it split her brain in half.
Wow, that is... I've been watching too many anime shows, I think. I got my chi too well developed now, and I'm starting to accidentally throw, spirit slashes at people and stuff.
What the fuck?
And it just flies out from me. You know.
Yeah. You look like a wise person in a anime cartoon.
Deep purple.
Exactly.
You know, probably like the old, respected, like, senpai kind of guy.
Uh-huh. Senpai.
No.
Walla walla.
Wada wada. Deep purple. big.
Yeah.
I love those shows, man. It just makes me want to.
What, hentai?
No, not hentai. I'm talking about. I actually like. To be honest, I really enjoy the ones that are sweeter and more innocent.
Me too.
I like the serious ones too, and I respect them and stuff. But it's a lot more intense watching Attack on Titan than it is watching Black Clover. Black Clover it's actually pretty funny in spots. So I'm tempted to watch. If you are playing the Rachel Croft drinking game or smoking game, now's your chance to join us for a well-earned bong rip.
I have a question. Does anyone here play Smash Brothers on Twitch? Or Switch? Switch. So
Yeah, I've played Smash Brothers on Switch.
Is Astra? Do you?
I've played Smash Sisters while twitching.
Oh my goodness.
Is. That's a good play of
It
words.
really makes me curious as to why you were twitching, though. Because there could be so many different reasons.
Caesars.
That is perplexing.
Is,
Oh no, we're back in Hentaiville now.
I'm trying to think if like Astra is a character in Smash Brothers because his sword looks so familiar to me. Like I think he might be a character.
Well, I'm envisioning the switching being caused by you irresponsibly unplugging a light. You know, when you unplug a light,
Yeah.
don't reach all the way to the front where the little metal parts are. Especially if it's already not plugged in all the way. If you touch both of those, you'll get electricity into you.
I did. Yeah. Oh yeah. You found out, right?
And that's why you were twitching.
It's so simple.
You gotta be careful. Take care of yourself. I don't want you to die of a weird electrocution accident at
None
age.
of us do. We
at
really are
age-
looking out for you.
What are you? 29, 34? 18? Something like that?
You know it.
48? Somewhere in there?
You're somewhere in there.
I'm not quite in there. I'm 49. Nobody gets to be older than me around here, okay? I'm the father figure. The one who's responsible.
So you'd say you're 50 and not 49.
Yeah. You're allowed to round up when you're 49.
Astra means to the stars. That's cool.
It's also possible you just had an addiction problem. You meant to say he was twerking.
Yeah, so, Ghost, do you know if Astra is a character in Smash Brothers? Like, one that you can, like, unlock? Because I feel
The
like...
kid's name's Asta, not Astra.
Oh. Asta.
Yeah. Yeah. Ass to mouth. His last name's Mouth. What an unfortunate naming. Really.
Asperger's?
I really...
No, the character's name's Asta. A-S-T-A. Okay?
So her name's not Asperger's.
No. The character,
Oh.
it's a dude, actually, the character, Asta. But, the unfortunate thing is his last name is Mouth. And his parents didn't even think. Didn't even think. So it was too late. Just like, what's her name? That lady who named her kid Genital. By accident. Yep, it's true. There's a celebrity whose name escapes me at the moment, who named her new baby Jean Attell, until she realized that she had named her kid Genital. And then she decided that it wasn't a good idea.
There's a South African president somewhere at the moment being elected with like an 80% stand-in popularity, and his name's Adolf Hitler. And it's just like, I didn't choose this name.
Why is he named that?
Because there's like a
Were his parents
part of, like, a
Nazis?
German sect. There's like a group of Germans like migrated there a long time ago, and they
So-
sort of like retained some of the cultural aspects of it.
So-
So that name carried across.
is it because they were like showing their solidarity with Nazis, or did they have some sort of weird
No.
kind of oblivion, tone deafness?
Well, I mean, before Nazism, right? That name would have already been circulated, so that's like where it's carried over from.
Well, yeah,
and they
but
obviously live under a rock.
But from what I understand, most of the Germans who were named Hitler, and especially if they're named Adolf Hitler, after the World War II, changed their names. But
Most.
Yeah.
Obviously, an exception to the rule.
I'm not presenting this as an argument against what you're saying. I'm just adding on. Here's another interesting fact related to this.
I remember.
I would be rocking that name till the end of time.
Not me,
I
man.
don't care.
Too much baggage.
I'll be a Hitler. I don't care.
Okay, I could handle one of them. Look, I could handle one. I could handle Adolf, or I could handle Hitler, but I couldn't handle being Adolf Hitler. That because it too much defines your frame. You don't want to have that much burden to carry the whole time.
Let alone being in an elected position as well.
Well, I mean, the thing is, my position on it is not that no one would like you or whatever. It's that, you don't want to be. Oh yeah, there's that guy. He's the guy with the speech impediment who can rap a little bit. So.
His name's all Adolf Hitler.
There's like that one rapper who had like a kind of mildly hit song, but he actually is kind of like mentally retarded, and yet it's like I don't want to be that guy. Even though he's more successful.
Are you
than
talking about cannabis?
I forgot what we were talking about. I got off topic, I guess.
Well, when you say that, the first thought goes to cannabis.
Cannabis? Why?
He's that rapper that had that beef with Eminem, and they went back and forth.
No,
I guess what I'm saying is.
No, there was like this like.
Okay, but hold on. Let me actually make my point. Okay, which is simply this: that there are certain things that you don't want. You don't want to be the guy who meowed despite meow.
Didn't I meow despite meow?
Not like that. It's like what I'm saying is, I don't want to be defined by my burden, handicap, shortcoming, or whatever. And even if I overcome it, it doesn't matter. It's going to frame everything if I'm named Adolf Hitler, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm either that guy who amazingly is so well adjusted and is great, and everyone's like, you know what? It's amazing. It didn't bother him at all. It's still framing everything. That's what I don't like about it. It takes away all your FE control.
You get asked a lot of questions.
I similarly wouldn't want to be named William Shakespeare, but at least you could go by like Bill. No, I'm Bill Shakespeare, or something.
Yeah.
Different Shakespeares. We're a different Shakespeare. But a lot of people named George Washington, they're almost all African American.
Yeah.
You don't see very many white George Washingtons around.
It's true. These are the facts that get told on TWFB. This is why I watch.
I think it's time to bring back wooden teeth as well. Why are we so fixated on these weird polymers and stuff? They're unnatural materials. What's wrong with a good teak tooth? Nothing.
Square wooden blocks, please.
Yeah, the squarer the better. Because that way, they have more crushing power. I want to be able to open walnuts with my jaw. A mouthful of teak might do the job.
Why can't we just go for like a metal, like iron or like steel?
Too cold. Do you want to have cold mouth all the time?
And but you can still bite through things, right?
Too shiny as well. I want to be able to smile in pictures. I want the nice gleam of a well-polished teak. I don't want the bespoiled...
Mahogany?
The bespoiling gleam of half-assedly polished stainless steel. It's cheap. It's tawdry.
And I have to agree with you.
If we're gonna have wooden teeth, I want mine to be mahogany.
Okay, fair enough.
Another point, I agree with the one with the steel teeth is that, like, I'm drinking this, like, and I know it's cold. It's gonna hit those metal teeth, and it's gonna be like.
You'd have to get all your roots removed. You'd have to get. You'd have all your roots removed anyway, so it wouldn't matter. But the thing is, if we're gonna go teak or mahogany, then what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking cherry wood because
That's what I was
why?
thinking, cherry wood too.
Cherry wood has that. No, cedar. I'm sorry, cedar. Cedar has that wonderful smell. Talk about a solution to bad breath. Cedar teeth. And it always smells like you're opening a hope chest when you're talking to me. I love.
Grandpa, you smell like cedar and plaque.
Oh my God, Eric! Every time I talk to you, I feel like I'm opening my grandma's hope chest. That's because I don't just have cedar teeth. I've also got little woolen quilts back in here, and a couple of mothballs.
Oh, that's why your teeth have
Yeah.
dimples.
Well, that's why it smells so wonderful. It smells like nostalgia.
Oh, you do smell wonderful.
My breath smells like nostalgia. Or it will once I get my teeth replaced with my new cedar teeth. Too few options for wooden teeth these days, really. Other stuff? Did you beat me to the cedar point? I think cedar's ideal because you could every couple of months replace your cedar teeth with new cedar teeth and refresh the fresh cedar smell. Think about sleeping with that. Like it's like you're sleeping in the middle of a cedar forest. Sandalwood, schmandalwood.
Ooh, sandalwood.
No. Don't get
Yeah,
you're getting all Jennifer Aniston on me.
Oh, I don't like sandalwood.
You're getting too Jennifer Aniston on me.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, if you.
As long as I don't get Gwyneth Paltrow on you, you'll be alright.
She sounds like a sandalwood person too, honestly.
Well, you know what? Jennifer Aniston actually is not like promiscuous or a slut or anything, but there is one thing, there's a trick with her, and you will instantly get in her pants no matter who you are. If you walk up to her and give her a piece of sandalwood,
Yep.
she starts gushing. It's like she starts. We gotta go because it's like embarrassing, you know. Sandalwood, that's what it does to her. So that's why I don't want sandalwood teeth because I don't need Jennifer Aniston throwing herself at me for one thing. Cedarwood is expensive. If you ever try to buy cedar, it's super expensive. You can make a little box out of it, you know. It's true, you mad bro. You right, bro, about cedar being expensive. If you need ridiculous frameworks and systems, then you simply aren't cut out for psychology. Yeah. A proper psychologist just, it's not that he knows anything or understands anything. It's that he's willing to throw that kind of nonsense away and just fly by the seat of his pants. Hey, you crying, huh? What's the matter? You're a crybaby? What, that didn't make you feel better? Alright. Hey, look, I'm just throwing shit against the wall, see what sticks. I don't have any framework. I don't have any positions on anything. No conceptual understandings. In fact, I don't even believe in those things. Systems. This isn't a system. What's happening to you right now is completely random. Entirely your choice. I'm going to suggest, as a licensed psychiatrist, I'm going to suggest you try manifesting. Now, here's what it's going to take for you to manifest your way out of your personal problems. First, you're going to need to say, I really, 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 really want a new car. Really want it. But you don't believe it, though. Like, hey, I am getting it. I'm ready to get it. It's coming tomorrow morning. And you know what? The next day, you're going to either have that car or be pretending that you manifested something else that happened. Either way, you won. You have manifested something. Because look, I'll tell you a similar story. One time I was trying really hard to manifest a yacht. And, it's not a perfect science, right? It's an art. And I didn't quite get the yacht. But what did I get the next day? I went to Penny's and there was an amazing sale. I got a pure cashmere sweater for 40% off. That doesn't happen for no reason. That manifesting energy, even if it doesn't hit exactly where I want, it hits somewhere close. Because Guess what was... This is the kicker. This proves it right here. Guess what was on the cashmere sweater? A picture of a yacht.
I was thinking there was an INFP.
No, it was a yacht.
You sure it wasn't an INFP on the sweater?
No. This yacht is my dream. We talked about this, Barry. Now, listen to me. I'm going to name the yacht what I want to name it, and you're not going to stop me. I want to name it Exochilt in honor of the Mayan people. It is not an unusual name. It is very common down there. And I can pronounce it that way if I want. They said, I talked to a Mexican. I said, isn't it right that Exochilt is an acceptable secondary pronunciation for the Mexican way you say Xochitl? Isn't it right that both those count in Mexico? And they said, yes. So I am naming the boat Exochilt. And...
Of course they would say yes. You're an American. You have a gun.
No, I said yes because what I was saying was true. Exochilt is an acceptable. It's a regional pronunciation. It's not common. You're not gonna find most people in Mexico City calling my boat Exochilt, but maybe a fraction of them will. A small but sizable subpopulation of people who pronounce things phonetically. Or as I define phonetically. Why do you have to challenge me on everything, Barry? Just let it go! You don't always have to be right! Do you guys know, now that he's gone, that Barry's gone, one time we were driving cross country. We went through Arkansas. And he said after about, halfway through the state, he said, you've been saying that wrong. I said, I've been saying what wrong? He said, Arkansas. I said, what do you mean? You just said it that way too. And he said, well, that's just because you've got me saying it wrong. Yeah, right. See that see how he's gaslighting me? Barry is gaslighting me. That's what justifies my physical violence. Well, I mean, it's not... Yeah, he is limping. He's lucky he can walk. He needs to keep himself in line. I'm a stone cold bitch. I didn't used to like the term, but lately I've kind of wear it proudly. The expression raging cunt. I don't think that's really a bad thing. It's like, we've put up with enough for too long, sisters. And I'm going to scissor when I want to scissor. I'm going to scissor where I want to scissor. I'm going to scissor near what I want to scissor near. I'm going to scissor around what I want to scissor around. And, Barry's not going to stop me. That's it. Well, I'm sorry, Barry. It looks like you're not the winner on today's episode of Relationship Fight. But we do have some wonderful parting gifts for you, including this free premium subscription to Tinder. So you can go degrade yourself in debauchery like your woman here. It's like
a premium just a premium subscription to a
Tinder. It's a dating
Tinder.
application.
I thought it was going to get me some free wooden teeth.
Oh no, there's nothing free in the land of wooden teeth. Okay, let me tell you, it is a boutique industry still. I'm still trying to build it up so that we can afford to make wooden teeth for the everyday man. Right now, wooden teeth are just for the very rich and very famous, because when someone buys the first pair, then I have to figure out how to make wooden teeth. So they better be paying me a lot of money. Pretty insurmountable logic. Shit, I forgot. Am I working? See what I'm talking about, this shit? I hate the fact that I can't find out right away. It's like, what the meow? And I bet you it's like the second I stop checking this every 5 seconds, that's when they send out the thing, and it's been sitting there for 30 minutes. Let me see. Actually, it doesn't look like I got him yet. Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't look like it. Wait, did I? God damn it. Oh. Well, that's nice to know. I want to see. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. And I have to use discretion, they say. Wait a second. You're giving me discretion? Alright. I'm pretty confident in my discretion, actually. I feel okay about that. I feel qualified. I think I'll use my discretion wisely. Oh, yeah. See? What the fuck? When is it supposed to start? Okay, I'm not even late yet. Ah, thank God. I'm gonna have to go here in a second. Yeah, I gotta go now. I gotta go. I gotta go. Bye, everybody. I love you all with all my heart and feelings too.